Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It's a Friday here in Texas. Have me a cup of coffee. Man, it's a nice day already. But it's going to be a hot one. Yeah, we had like a 2-day reprieve from the mega high temperatures. Still hot, but it wasn't like the mega temperatures. But there was a little bit of rain that came. We might have got a 1/4 inch or something. I hear a few areas maybe got an inch, but we didn't hear. We barely got anything. But it was just enough that even though the temps the following day were 10 degrees cooler, the humidity was so high it actually felt even hotter. Ooh, my goodness, man. So yeah, I'm glad that stuff kind of steamed on off some. Well, we are right down to the end. We leave out of here on Tuesday. I'm having to do a few things around here, like a little winterizing. I know it's kind of funny. I'm talking about how hot it is. You got to winterize, but it's the truth because we won't be here. And I've got outside hydrants exposed and things that, we got to protect. I need to make sure antifreeze is good, like in my tractors and four-wheelers and everything, my vehicles and all. So yeah, I need to do winterizing in August. But that's part of it when you're going to be heading out overseas. Another thing I need to do is seal over the top of the toilets that we're not using, like upstairs and all, because the water will evaporate out of them. And so I need to seal those over. You can use you can buy a cover it's made for it, or you can use like cellophane, pull over it and all, is because your toilet, your commode, that has a trap made inside of it to keep gases from coming up in your house from the sewer. And the water is what holds that back. And if all the water evaporates out, well, then that's wide open and all those sewer gases come in your home while you're gone, and you come back and your place smells like shit. Yeah. So I need to do that. And then, since we don't want to be like putting a bunch of heat in our house while we're gone, I've got some 4x8 sheets of that 3/4 inch foam with a foil, and I'm going to put it over onto that patio door and window facing towards the north side, kind of the north, like northwest side of the house. And that'll help insulate a little bit of some of that radiating cold off of that glass coming into the room, and it'll make it easier to keep that little room warm enough that our water pipes don't freeze. We're not trying to make it hot, just warm enough our water pipes don't freeze. Oh, there was Miss Mel. And so we're trying to knock all of that stuff out. You got you some okra?
Yeah, yes, I'm gonna harvest even small before we left.
So this morning, Mel and I, we got up and we were up on ladders first thing, or actually I was on a ladder. She was supporting me, and I was putting the metal flashing along up on the roof, where we just got through doing the soffits and the eaves. And we have a metal roof. There's a cap that goes along that edge right there. And so I've been up on that second floor up high, getting all that flashing on. So we got that knocked out on the main part of it. I think I got one more long piece to put. Just trying to do these little punch out things, and get ready to head out of here. And hoping that when we come here this next year, and we're going to come earlier in the spring, that we don't have so much to do as we did this time. There's still stuff to do, but just so many things that it's just absolutely crazy. And our friends Paul and Anna up in Boston, they've already let us know that as soon as we come back this next spring, they want to come down from Boston and hang out with us again. Their last couple of trips, they came down last year and the year before. They came and it was so hot here like it's been now, and it was just miserable. It was hard to enjoy or do anything. And so we found ourselves inside a lot, and we found ourselves just in the truck driving a lot and staying in hotels and things. We did some road trips. So I'm hoping that them coming in springtime we can really enjoy, and I don't want to be so tied up with things to do while they're here. So that's pretty exciting about them coming. Then it'll probably be their last time to come here, most likely, because Paul is retiring, and this is his probably final year or so. You know, I think he had like a year and a half left, and so it's narrowing down, and then they're going to settle back over in the Philippines, and I'm gonna have my buddy just right on the other side of town from me there, and that's gonna be pretty darn cool. I'm really looking forward to that. Paul's a great guy, Anna's great. I really like Anna's family out there, man. I enjoy seeing them. I'm gonna go see them while we're there this time. Shirley, all of them, man, they just seem like good people. Anna has a good family. Just like that, end of another day. Yeah, did our work today. I didn't feel real good today though. I had a little bit of that nerve issue last night. I think all the anxiety of trying to get everything done before we go, make sure everything's safe and secure for the winter and all. That I think just that anxiety with that and all has kind of got my nerves worked up, and I had a little bit of one of those nerve attacks all during my sleep last night, yesterday evening, and a little bit today as well. And man, it just zaps me. It just takes all the energy out of me. But it's just me being a worrywart. I think more than anything, I just don't want problems while I'm all the way on the other side of the world. And hence why I continue to want to get rid of so much stuff here, so that I don't have all those things to worry about. You know, for some of you, I know you might have left and went to the Philippines. You just live in an apartment or something, you know. All you had to do was just put your personal belongings in storage, give them to family, friends, sell it, whatever you did. And some of you, maybe you just had a home, you worked a job, you had a house, you sold your house, or you rented your house out, or let a family member move in it, or something like that. Pretty simple. But someone like myself that had, you know, so much stuff, you know, I just stay going all the time with multiple different little enterprises going on. And then things I end up with from my father, things I end up with from my brother and all, cleaning up all of their junk and mess, and just years of collecting stuff too. It's been a load for us. And so I wasn't just the average bear out there with just like a house in a neighborhood or something like that, a suburban neighborhood or something. A lot of stuff, you know, just stuff, as y'all see all the time. You know, there's just equipment, there's all these trailers and trucks and other vehicles and boats and jet skis and four-wheelers and cattle and rent houses, and just so much stuff, just stuff. Yeah, trying to narrow it down, and you can't do it all at one time, you know. Now you could be a bonehead and do something really dumb and just like give your stuff away pennies on a dollar. Oh, I'm done with it, you know. And then later when your money's all gone, you'll be like, man, I wish I hadn't sold that so cheap, you know. I wish I would have just slowed down a little bit. So I guess what I want to try to kind of convey in there is, you know, I see this all the time, and I kind of tell you guys, you know, do your moves kind of slow, methodical. Don't get smitten over something or just sucked up with a new experience that all common sense goes out the window. Take your time, be wise with your moves. Now, we're still not liquidating everything we have, because as I said, be wise with your moves. You know, things could stir up. You don't know what could happen. Maybe you don't want to be there. Maybe things stir up over there like kind of has happened right now just north of the Philippines. I want to try to keep names and stuff out for algorithm issues, but you know, maybe it gets really hot there and you're like, then we'll go back to my home country for a little while until we see how all this plays out. Not saying it's happening. I'm just saying, you know, things could happen. So you've got to have contingency plans. Well, nevertheless, we're going to continue to thin down and thin down and thin down and just keep the cream of the crop. And we're getting there. We're getting there, but we're still not all the way there. I've still got to decide what to do with this little Prius right here. I still got to decide what I'm going to do, keep or not keep this truck. I've got this one owner 87 Toyota 4Runner. Man, what a nice little vehicle right there. All original. Has never even had the top removed off of it. I've got that to decide on. I've got this boat sitting right here to decide on. And then I've still got hay equipment, things I want to sell. But I have already gotten rid over the past 2 years so much stuff. It's just unreal. Absolutely unreal. And I'm not going to just, as I said, just give it away. In fact, I'm getting premium prices for my stuff. For instance, I could had just went ahead and sold my hay equipment. Be gone, hay equipment, be gone. But it'd be gone at the wrong time. And your money will be gone. So we're going to come back next spring, right before hay season starts. Get it all cleaned up, oiled up, lubed up, and setting. I've already moved some of it right up here by the house, setting where it's not out in the field, grown up in grass or nothing. And we will come back and sell it at the premium time to sell it, and finish up some more tasks before it's so hot like it was this trip. This trip was way less productive because it was just so hot and dry and miserable. So yeah, that's a little bit of what's going on with us here. I want to show you something else here real quick. I've got this wind generator sitting here. This is one of those from Missouri Wind. And this is what they call a dual PMA. This has got a set of like a magnetic alternator or generator right there, and it's got a magnetic generator right there. That's why it's called a dual. It's got two different sets in it. When you roll it, you can really feel the click, click, click of it going past these magnets too. You feel the pulsing. It's got a pulse light. In fact, you can kind of watch the blades when I turn it. And maybe you can't see. That's why it stops and rocks back. It hits one of those magnetic little fields there. And this is the carbon fiber blades and all. Little furling tail right there on it and all. This one's a 48 volt. It's, you know, now the voltage really fluctuates on these. That's why you got to have a regulator. He calls it the 48 volt system. It's just a higher voltage system. Pretty neat little generator. It puts out, I guess, okay power. I've never seen it actually put out the power that it was advertised for. And to be honest, at this moment, I can't even remember what that amount was, just being really honest. I think they were advertising it something at a time like a 4,000 watt. Yeah, good luck for that. Maybe if there's a typhoon coming right before the blades break. But it's still pretty good. It's not too bad. It's, you know, it's better than nothing. And I think that I'm going to take this apart here and ship it on over there to the Philippines. I think I can get it to fit in a ballot buying box. I was looking at the length. I'm going to get a tape measure here from here to the tip of this blade. And that's going to be one longest point. And then I can take it loose right here and take this tail apart. It's all disassembled when you get it anyway. And then the next longest point is going to be from right here to right here. And I think if I break that all down, I can ship it over in a ballot buying box. Out here on a pipe that this used to be on, there's a collar that this sits down against with a bushing right there. I'll need to go out there and get that collar. Then I've got the there's a dump solenoid. There's the little, like a voltage regulator. There's a set of diodes that take this wild current that it comes out right here, you know. and I think it's like wild AC, and it's going to turn that into DC voltage for you right there. And so I've got all those little components I can throw in the box with it. But I really think I'm going to ship this on over. I may get out here right now tonight and unbolt it. I've got an extra ballot buying box here. Go ahead and pack it down in there. There's a couple of other things that I didn't send that I wished I had and I had forgot. And I would really enjoy just to have this up over there on the house. You know, our house is up high. Then we've got those columns that stand up there real high on top of that top floor. Now, one thing I really want to make sure this is grounded well, because it's going to probably take lightning strikes if it's up there that high. I mean, I imagine it would. This thing will really get to spinning. It picks up speed in real low winds. That's something else I like about it. On this Missouri wind one right here, is it will pick up in low winds and get to going. Now, of course, for it to really put out any kind of true usable power, it's going to have to get on up into a pretty fast, steady wind. But I tell you what, we get quite a bit of wind right there. A nice, clean, not turbulent wind, being right there off the seashore. If the winds are coming in like this time of year from the ocean right to our house, it's some pretty clean wind that way. And then in our subdivision from the other direction, there's not too many obstacles either, and I'm up so high that I should get clean wind the rest of the year that comes from inland out as well. So I think it's going to perform wonderful up there. I really do. So when I'm recording this is Friday night, and Mel and I fly out on Tuesday. Now, and talking about those dates and stuff, you know, it's kind of funny. It's not funny, it's kind of serious, so I'm gonna bring this up. I said I wasn't, but I am. I'm gonna bring it up. We have a subscriber that has nothing but good intentions. A subscriber with good intentions, I'm telling you, that writing me emails warning me that I'm telling too much on my vlog and about property that we're selling and this and that, and that I'm a prime kidnapping suspect, Mel and I are, and all that, you know. And now I'm not trying to punk this guy, so y'all don't get crazy on him or nothing. He has nothing but good intentions, okay? And his wife, you know, worked there in the PNP, and she worked in a special group, and you know, that I guess handle things like that and all. And he's just trying to, you know, warn me and all, but I guess I'm stubborn. And Mel too. I appreciate it, but we don't want to hear it.
Okay, we're done.
Probably an action like that's not going to be in the cards. I have a little bit better coverage around me than anybody ever knows in this vlog.
Admit you're in danger.
Who are you talking to right now? Who is it you think you see? You clearly don't know who you're talking to, so let me clue you in. I am the danger. I am the one who knocks.
I appreciate that very much. Don't get mad at me. Don't get tempo when I'm telling this, because I'm not going to tell your names or nothing. It's private. But I don't live my life in fear. And I've told that in my vlog long ago, maybe before this subscriber ever watched my channel. I refuse to live my life in fear. If I live my life in fear and I can't be honest and truthful with you all, well then they're winning already. Without even nabbing me, they've already won, because they have suppressed my life. And I won't let no one suppress my life like that, okay? I just tell you, live your life today. Don't worry about all of those things. What ifs, what ifs, what ifs. You know, I had this friend. He's way younger than me, quite a bit younger than me. My friends are in a broad spectrum of age groups. Most of my friends are way younger than me. Just like my wife's younger than me, I have a lot of, you know, guy friends and all that are quite a bit younger than me. And A lot of them are around Melinda's age or just a couple years older than Melinda and all. Well, one of my friends, he would not use a microwave oven. I mean, he don't want anything whatsoever that's been inside a microwave oven. They are the most evil. Radiation, they're going to get you like a big thing falling out of the sky, mushroom clouding, you know. It's going to poison you. And there's a lot of people believe that, and it may be true. I'm not debating that. That's not what this story is about. But here's the thing. He was really obsessed about a lot of things. He had a lot of obsessions over that stuff. And what happened? He passed away in his late 20s. He passed away on a jet ski, helping his uncle that was doing a very goofy action, and they both passed away. They both drowned in the water. It was sad. It was horrible. But the point that I want to make out of that is, see, you don't know when your time is. He thought, man, I'm going to go out here and save my uncle. And instead, his uncle pulls him into a bad situation, and they both go. You don't know. Don't live your life in fear. Don't live your life in fear. Right now, something could fall out of the sky and hit me. Or I could step off a curb in the streets of Manila and get hit by a bus. You know, you don't know. You don't know. You could be standing in a parking lot and somebody have a stroke or a heart attack in a car, and the car goes wild and comes flying and hits you like a bullet. You don't know. Or just the big man says, hey, boom, and then it's your time for a heart attack or something. You don't know. But live your life living. Don't live it in fear. Don't live in fear. And I appreciate it, but we don't want to hear that stuff. Don't fearmonger me, because it won't get you nowhere. I'm not telling people just to be carefree and don't have, you know, don't watch your back, but I'm just saying, don't let people fearmonger you. Don't do it. Well, I've talked long enough on it. It's getting late in the evening. I want to turn on the light here, and I'm going to take these bolts out of this wind generator. We're really excited over the next few days to get out of here. As you see, we're getting everything in order, and it looks like in the days right after we fly away, the temperatures are going to start running. Literally, like the day after we fly away, the temperatures are going to drop down about 10 degrees to 12 degrees less than what they've been every day. And there's going to be like some small chances of rain, like 25% or so chances of rain almost every day. That's about right. Man, everybody take care out there. God bless, and we'll see you soon.